Today we go crazy with ambient sounds. I'm Mostly Average Matt, and this is Planet Coaster Harder Mode. Hello and happy Friday, everyone, and welcome back to the Mostly Average Park. We are here in the harder challenge mode of Planet Coaster, and first of all, I want to apologize for not having a video last week. Unfortunately, I had some very big news in terms of my job that happened, so I just needed to take the week off, just for a little bit of mental health. And But good news is we are back here this week, and we're here looking at our new coaster Burnout that's nowhere close to being ready to be opened. Uh, and we're getting ready to do our management features. And one thing I noticed in the last video that we recorded was that if we pause the game, our frame rates are significantly better. So that's what we're going to do for the management portions moving forward, and then I will play the game. I will allow the game to run when I am building. That will also help with our significant money challenges that we are struggling with at the moment. So we'll go ahead and do that. But let's go ahead and get into our management features. Oh, actually, I forgot. In the circumstances that I am going to miss a video, make sure to follow me on Twitter at Mostly Average Matt. That's Mostly AVG Matt. That's where I post when I'm going to miss videos. I try to post all the videos I can up there. But that's the best way to be in contact with me and to follow and make sure that if something's going on that I'm going to miss a video, that's where it's going to be. So make sure you follow me on there. But anyway, let's get into the park management features. And honestly, we're not looking too terrible here. We still have a low number of team groups. That's going to be the case until we start getting some of these other rides open. We have some people that are upset about the Gulpy Speedway, so we'll have to go and take a look at that. Staff is at 83% happiness, so we'll have to take a look there as well. But overall, Bubble Shop being the most popular attraction. That's because it's got an outrageous line. Almost. Is that all the way full? It's hard to see with only part of the screen. Yeah, it's basically full. So also I'm in the wrong camera mode. Alright, so there we go. So Bubble Shot being the most popular attraction. Most profitable shop and facility is our hotel, which is exciting. The most profitable ride coaster is the Gulpy Speedway because that's the only one charging at the moment. So good stuff there. Graphs don't really matter. Ticket prices. I think 10% more people say that than this, so that's good. I think our pricing is pretty good. Our priority pass, we're not currently selling those because we closed priority passes for suckers a couple episodes ago. And nothing too crazy that we need to take a look at there. Our finances, this is where the interesting stuff is. Losing money, we actually didn't do too bad here for our rides. Coaster running costs are up a little high. Ride running costs are up high. For the small attractions, actually making a little bit of money, which is great to see. We are going to mess with the Gulpy Speedway pricing to hopefully draw in some more money. We're close to making money here again, but we'll see. Party pass sales, we aren't having any, and the park entrance sales, that's pretty typical for what you expect. Our shops and facilities, losing almost $700 a month. We're actually doing pretty decent for our shops. It's the facilities that I think are really hurting us. Room sales, that's fine. Hotel running costs, we are making money there. The restaurant not hurting us as much this month, which is good news. Park management, this is a negative category, so that's going to be the case. Nothing too crazy there. Loans, not going to worry about that. Our research, we don't have any research. We're not worrying about marketing. And our staff, this is probably the biggest place that we have to go. So we think that we figured out, let's see, actually, yeah, let's, I don't remember if 120 was a good number or not. At the very least, it'll just go down a little bit. This guy is not bad, but that's just because he's low, so I'm not worried about him. Our janitors, these guys are not happy. So let's go ahead and move these up to 105. And hopefully that will be alright. Vendors, looking pretty decent. Low, low, no one's high, which is good. Mechanics, we can probably do 175 for these guys. They all seem to be about the same, so 175 should be. I like that they put effort into the staff building. Okay, that's a new one. Content with my paycheck. I can do more work. Well, you're tired. You don't like that. That's fine. Money isn't really an issue, but I think that's alright. I think the extra $5 will keep them happier. I get paid what I'm worth. Well, we want to pay a little more than what you're worth. My pay is fair. My pay is pretty good. All these guys, we have a lot of security. And to think that our security team isn't necessarily catching everyone. But anyway, that's fine. I think our work rosters, I think our staff, they are fine all the way around. Our guests, the adult groups are super happy. I don't know what I've done to make them super happy. They need some more energy, so they need to sleep. Teen groups, they need to eat and drink, always. Don't know how to get them to not, or though I guess they're probably in line for the coasters, which is probably why they're stuck there. And then the family groups, they're pretty happy as well. They have to go to the bathroom, and the nausea is pretty good there, so nothing too crazy. Average ATM, average total spend. We need to start capitalizing on our teen groups, but this coaster I think is going to do it. Guest slot, I might come back to Fireball another time. Thirsty. Attractions and shops. So, we know the Gulpy Speedway, they don't like $8. So we'll try 7. Actually, we'll go to 6. I don't want to, let's do 650. I don't want to undercharge and then have the line be outrageous. Because you can see it's already still kind of outrageous, but we'll try and draw a few more people in, that's fine. No big deal. Good news though, Carbonator and Whirlpool are reviving. So that's going to draw more people over to this area, which should mean that these shops and vending machines are going to get a little bit busier. Bubble Shot's going to continue to be busy. The Bubble Balloons is going to be busy, and then obviously this will also be busy. So that is super exciting. Alright, so let's see. Our shops and stalls. Wow, most of them made some money, which is exciting. Let's dive in here. Jump up. Oh. Alright, well that was great. Frame rates dropped significantly, so sorry for any weird cut. Most people complain they don't have enough money after to use Hot Dog House, but they did make a profit last year, so I don't think we're going to change anything on that. Our Bubble Shot vending machine made $42. And I actually think that I've already maxed these out pretty much to where they can be, so we're going to leave those there. Random stuff is closed. That's fantastic. 3 is this one over here, which isn't open yet, and that doesn't have a name. The cooling station, $231. Again, a lot of people don't have the money to use it. But again, missed sales. I think that's all because of the money. That's okay. We're doing all right. I wonder. Oh, that's not what I want. If we have that many missed sales, would it be better to lower the price and take more? I don't think so. I mean, even with $112 vendor salary, we still made money. So, and its lifetime profit is $24,000, so that's pretty good. So we're just gonna leave that alone. The hot air balloons, this one is typically a good seller for us. And that always tends to be the comment that it gets right away. The other bubble shot vending machine, wow, that made over $100. That's great. The Gulpy Speedway vending machine, this thing doesn't make any money. It doesn't have anybody walking in that direction, so we're not worried about that. That one's more aesthetics anyway. Bubble balloons. Why is this one losing money? I don't really understand why that one's losing money. Maybe it's because everyone already has a balloon. But either way, that's fine. We'll deal with that later. And by deal with that, I mean we won't do anything with it. The Pip Shot Eat at Bear Paw Eats. This one is going to be very profitable for us. These people already have the money, so they don't care about the food or the cost. At $6 each, that is great stuff. Dome protectors closed. Priority passes for suckers closed. Bear Paw Eats Pizza Pen. Again, this is in that high traffic area over here, so that's great. And nothing too crazy there. The Gulpy Speedway vending machines, not making a lot of money, but you know, the vending machines, there's just not enough traffic, I think, for these two to make it. So hopefully once we get this open, we get some more people in, we'll make some more traffic on that end. Everything else, we're going to lose money on all of our things over here. Nothing too crazy. Our small attractions, we only have the Coaster Crane, which is doing great, making us money. And then Lockjaw, Claw, and the Gulpy Grab, they're actually getting some people, which is great news. Our hotel, we actually made a profit. So if we take a look at this a little bit further, we have the luxury rooms are where we're making our money, which is fine. We do like want people to use the standard rooms, but that's fine too. Yeah, I think we're good on this. There aren't any luxury rooms, so theoretically I could switch those out and people would use it, but that's fine. Everything else seems to be pretty good. Our lifetime profit is negative, so that's not great, but whatever. Chops, losing a lot of money. practically deserted. Shops could do with cleaning. We are trying to make it more appealing for teens, but there aren't any teens in the park. So that's probably part of the reason why we're losing money. I don't think there's anything for family. Yeah, we don't want that to be a family. We want it to be a teen venue. So if we continue to lose money, so be it. Not a great management style, but that's what it's going to be. Our security team, we have 6 pickpocket victims in park. That's a little high for what I like, but hopefully they catch them soon. We probably should get some security cameras in, but I say that I think every episode, and I never tend to do it. And oh, maybe that's what I can do in this episode. I can do security cameras, but I can also do some audio, because I wanted to work on that as well. So maybe that's something to work on, but we'll figure that out later. And vandalized objects, looking pretty good on that end, and the special effects are looking pretty good. So I think that's going to wrap it up for the management features, and I think we're going to jump into a time lapse, and I don't know what the time lapse is going to hold. So wish me luck, and I'll see you over there. Alright, so here we are in the time lapse, and yeah, I kind of got carried away with the audio and the ambient sounds. So that's all that we really have in this. We did do some work on our security cameras. We got those all set up around the park. We blended them in as best we could. We put some on part of light posts. Most of them are on trees, and then there were a few in Bubbles Playground that are just like sitting out in the open. So most of them do blend in. Most of them are on supports. Right here are the ones that just kind of, there's 2 of them, or maybe 3, that are just kind of out in the open. So but for the audio, I wanted to have something different. Everyone seems to choose the Planet Coaster, the generic one that I don't know what it's called. It just flashed on the screen, but I can't read it. It went by too fast, and I wanted to be different than that one. So I chose a thing from the World's Fair pack, the Americana one, and it sounds a little odd, but I think it works, and I'm not too upset about it. There was one idea that I have a little bit later that I wish I would have done that I didn't, so oh well, to that. And we went all through the park to get this, so now when we are traveling through the park, you're going to hear these sounds, which really just adds an extra level of detail to the entire park. It would have been nice to have a little bit better of a PC, because we do a walkthrough of the entire park after this time lapse, so make sure to stick around for that. And unfortunately, the audio is pretty poor. It's not ideal. Frame rates aren't terrible. It's definitely watchable. And you do get the gist of all of it. But I'm hoping to get a new computer soon, and hopefully I know that'll sort everything out once we get that all set up. But that still has some time. But right now we're working on the Gulpy Speedway. I added all these extra speakers and sound bites to everything, and then realized there are different ambient effects that I could have used instead, and I said, you know what, we're just gonna leave it. So we do that. The one fun thing though is we do get some speaker rocks. I love myself some speaker rocks, and we get quite a few of them in Bubbles Playground. So you can't even tell that they're speakers, but you can certainly hear the sound coming out of them, which is great. And you know, I think we're actually quickly coming up on the end. Like I said, we didn't do much. I sped the footage up very fast because this isn't necessarily the most exciting thing to watch. Oh, I did see a piece that I missed in the bubble shot exit that I didn't do, so I fixed that. And oh, here we are trying to. Oh, I forgot about this part. This is where we actually found the ambient sounds. Tried to do that. Could not find the ambient birds, which maybe that wasn't an older game. I thought they were in Planet Coaster. So if you know, make sure you leave those in the comment section. I know I say that a couple times coming up here, but I really want that for some reason. And I would greatly appreciate it. But yeah, pretty happy with the park so far. I would have liked to get a little bit more done, but we are quickly coming to the end of the time lapse, so I'm going to leave you with, of course, myself, and I will see you for the live walkthrough. Alright, so we had a short time lapse today because I got carried away. And you'll probably notice we have some ambient sounds now. And I wanted something a little different for our park. So that's why we got this World's Fair American style going on, as I realize I also still have it selected. But, you know what, I was thinking, rather than try and cram something else in that I should try and build, that I don't really have time to build, we're just going to do a quick lap around the park and see how it does. There may be some weird cuts because of the frames and whatnot, but we're going to give it a shot. We're just going to enjoy the music, enjoy the park. And you can see I put this music in all around. We got speakers hidden in various locations. I was going to put in some ambient birds, but I couldn't figure out where those were. So that was pretty interesting. But as we come down here, walking along the firewall, which is now broken down, so all these people are going to come out here. And we're going to go and get on it while it's broken. So we added in some sounds before I realized I had some different ambient effects. So we got this rock music that's just here to just be a little bit different. I don't think it really fits this area too well, but you know, I didn't think I probably could have set everything up to a sequencer, and that probably would have been better, because then I could change them all easily. That would have been smart. Should have done that. Oh good, he's already here. So this is, oh, we can, that's not the right button. And we're probably going to have a ton of people show up to our right. Ah. There are some different ambient effects. Oh boy. Whoa. There are some different ambient effects inside the some of the crates down here, but you don't really hear them. But they're there. As we come back down, we go back into our entrance area. It's got our fancy entrance music. Over here we got the old time gas station, so it's got the vintage style soundtrack. We also did that over here by shops, which is a lot quieter, but that's okay. We don't need to. We don't want to grab a lot of attention. We do have some raceway ambient effects here, which is pretty nice. We got a grand, probably a little too intense for this, but I couldn't figure out the right one. So if you guys think of or know the right one, let me know. I can change that. We also have it on this one. We still don't have anything. Wow, that was a cool looking shot over here. The coasters through the tree. I really got to get this going. You can also see we added in some security cameras, which is good because we needed those. And they're all over the place. I just hid them everywhere to try and deter people. The Gulpy Speedway actually has its own racing style, and I have those scattered all around. I guess we can take a ride on this. I don't think I'm going to race it though, because I'm terrible at racing them. We also got some pit stop sounds in here now too, which is cool. You don't see anyone running through those tires. That's not a thing. No, nothing too crazy there. It certainly does add a nice dimension to this. Oh, we're all the way on the wrong side now. We'll zoom around, and we didn't do anything over here because we don't have any of this built up, so I didn't want to go too crazy. We did add in our security cameras over here. We added a couple in around, and then we went for the teacups ride, soundtrack because I was just like, oh, this is a fun little kids style sound. So we go with that. Bubble Shot doesn't get its own thing. But we did add them. We added them in Speaker Rocks, which you can't see any from in here. This was clearly broken down. And, we'll, where is this at? We'll go to the back for this one. Not train 2. Boy, that ride certainly has some janky features to it. And oddly enough, whenever one of these rides breaks down, that's when I make the most money. Because it puts everyone back out into the midways, and they all pass the shops and buy things and whatnot. And, you can see some of the security cameras. I really tried to blend in here, that you wouldn't even take notice to them. And then some were just like your standard security camera. Like you got this one that blends in. Actually, I think all of the non-blended ones were done. So, oh, here's one of our speaker rocks right over here. This little one here. Carousel always had its music playing, which is nice. So when you're riding that, you're not going to hear anything else. You might hear it a little bit, but not too bad. And then once you get back out to the first aid building, you got our Americana entrance music back in. So that is pretty much it. You know, the park is starting to come together. We certainly have some things we need to work on, but overall I'm pretty happy. So, and I hope you are as well. If you like what you saw here, make sure you leave a like. If you saw something I could have done, or if you know of wherever those ambient bird sounds are, let me know in the comment section. And if you want to find some more awesome Planet Coaster content, make sure you check out my channel. So again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Later.